up next, the Knicks taking on the Hornets. For the Knicks, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it all back together and get things on track with a win. Hornets, Knicks, just moments away, right after this. We hope this St. Patty's Day is bringing everyone out there good luck so far. We're dialing up some NBA action for you here on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? Let's see the stat sheet here for Terry Rozier.
During these last 10 games, he's been a menace on the defensive end. Poking balls loose, jumping passing lanes. He's been all over the place and piling up the steals as a result.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. It's Bridges and Washington teaming up at forward. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. And for New York, inside we have Randall and Robinson. Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward, and it's Burks in at the 1. And this time of year, Grant, the evolution of strength and conditioning programs really shows its value.
It really does. I mean, this is a great time to be an NBA player for so many reasons, including the ones that you mentioned.
Randall a screen on ball. Burks, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Really confident handle from Alec Burks. How about the ability to get into the teeth of the defense?
Rozier outside. Out left to the wing. The kick out to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. Robinson with the block. Ball against Burks. Outside Fournier. Outside for Randall. Fires from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randall. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you. And you look at the multitude of ways, guys, in which Randall has evolved his game. Becoming a #1 scoring option has to be near the top of that list.
Now here's Ball. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Plumlee against Fournier. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And now Randall is getting his points from all 3 levels, Doris.
Well, the shooting range and the consistency with range is the biggest change. But this guy has also polished his footwork. He's tightened his handle. Every move he makes now is with a purpose.
Oubre, he's checked in for Charlotte. That's good from Fournier.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
Plumlee against Robinson. Here's Oubre. And yep, it's good.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight. Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Ball against Burks. Ball into the lane. No good there. New York goes the other way with it. coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 so far. Screen by Bridges. Fournier against Rozier. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This guy is a fighter. Rozier, just a workhorse who enjoys scoring on the aggressive coverage.
Randall outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Randall's got 5 now.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks leading by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Well, a lot of excitement around the Knicks under Coach Tom Thibodeau. All-star Julius Randle explains how he's made them better.
He genuinely cares about you as a human being, as a person. He wants to see you really excel as a player, and he knows that the only way to do that is through the grind, through hard work, through putting the hours and the effort in day after day. So that's his thing. He's going to push you in practice, push you in workouts, and he's your biggest fan when you're out there on the court.
Well, we knew how demanding Tibbs can be, Grant, but that personal touch, is that something new?
No question. I mean, it's a feature of coaches nowadays. He's learned at every stop and understands it can't be all business all the time.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper so far.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Emmanuel quickly is out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Cam Reddish. And it's Gibson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Rozier. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Pass to Harrell. Oubre on the wing. Washington a screen. Oubre with it. And Noel picks him up defensively. Count it. Oubre's got his second bucket of the night. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court. And opponents can foul to force your hand.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Up top, Rozier. Guarded by Rose. Kept alive. And it's blocked by Noel. Pass to Reddish. Quickly, right side. Back to Reddish. Quickly with the ball. Over Oubre. Off the left rim and out.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Now Harrell. Pass to Oubre. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Quickly drives in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And that's a foul called on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
For the Knicks, Randall, he's checked in for Gibson, and it's R.J. Barrett in for Rose. Quickly, passes to Randall. Stolen by Bridges. The baseline Jay. And Ball with the basket on the assist by Oubre.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Barrett a screen on Ball. Out to the wing. 1 second left. Randall with the drive. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react on challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer. So far, it's been a nice outing for the New York Knicks. And with a game that's shot for shot, back and forth, neck and neck, mano a mano, safe to say they're dancing cheek to cheek, huh?
You lost me there at that end with the cheek-to-cheek stuff, Ernie.
Yeah, you're getting weird. But I like it, Ernie. I like it with the cheek-to-cheek.
Thank you, big fella. That means a lot. All right, now let's focus on the first half. Encouraging start to this one for the Knicks.
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow, very efficient. Valuing possessions is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not tonight.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, one of the stories here, Alec Burks getting it done today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so in the game for the Hornets, Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. It's Bridges and Washington teaming up at forward. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
One thing you can give Terry Rozier credit for are those fast hands. You must keep the ball locked up when he's around because he's always hunting for his next steal.
Fournier against Rozier. Fournier with the bucket. Fournier's got 5 now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Ball. The Knicks with the rebound. And Rozier's quickness as a defender does much more than just create turnovers.
Yeah, he's tough to shake off when he's covering you. I mean, he puts constant pressure on the shooters and doesn't allow them to take comfortable shots.
First team foul.
Here's Burks. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Five on the clock. Pulls up. And it's New York scoring again.
And this is what Burks is out here to do. Shoot the basketball at a high percentage. Really good form.
Washington a screen. Here's Rozier. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for him.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Randall. Outside Barrett. Randall a screen on Bridges. Outside Robinson. Burks against Ball. Shot is up. That one is off. So the Hornets will take it the other way. 18 feet out. Good on the jump shot. Ball's got his third basket of the night.
And the D having issues slowing down their mid-range game.
Outside Fournier. Randall on the screen. The three. And the Knicks, another three.
You've got to be able to manipulate the defense in pick and roll. Fournier, nice job there.
25-16.
For the Knicks, Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Reddish comes in for Barrett, and Rose is subbed in for Burks. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Harrell's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Martin, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Oubre in for Rozier. Robinson, he's checked in for Gibson. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Rose outside. Pass to Robinson. Outside Fournier. Robinson, a screen on Oubre. Fournier goes in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
That's his second personal, second team foul. Evan Fournier at the line.
43 seconds left in the third. Ball against Rose. Harrell, a screen on Rose, and it's Ball off the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
That one's good for two. Rose has gotten his first basket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Rose against Ball. Outside Oubre. 4-3. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. That's on Evan Fournier. And the Knicks making a change here.
One shot.
One shot.
You look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
And so it's Evan Fournier making things happen for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
You guys got to read the ball better. Stay in your stance. Read the ball. All pressure. Everybody talking. Oh.
And when the defense is lacking, Coach Thibodeau will definitely let you know about it.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back at all. And his players respect him for it. He really wants them to improve their effort.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Rozier outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's quickly. Got a piece of it. Bridges with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Inside. Outside for Rozier. Gets the 3 ball to go.
The shot-first mentality of Rozier on full display. Knows he can make this shot when it opens up.
Randall, a screen on Oubre. Burks goes in, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Rozier against Quickly. Baseline jumper. Some solid defense from Barrett.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And there's the lob. Who poked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. And the Knicks call time here. They're in front by 7. 1:29 left in the fourth.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Your Knicks City Dancer.
The Knicks making a switch here. Fournier's checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Ball's checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He spoke about their approach going forward. He believes that this is a mental battle. He told his players how we think about each possession will determine the outcome. Let's stay locked in.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Back to Rozier. Washington, a screen on Fournier. Three-pointer Rozier. And the Hornets, another three.
An improved shooter from downtown. Rozier has been consistent in adding this to his game over the years.
Here's Randall. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 6.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Your Knicks City Dancer. Let's make some noise. We are the 6th man.
50 seconds left in the game. Bridges, a screen on Burks. And it's Ball off the drive. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
And Ball's over to help. The kick out to Fournier. Randall on the screen. Fournier with the bucket.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Timeout, Charlotte. T-shirt time. Your Knicks City Dancer.
Plumlee, a screen on Fournier. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Washington. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Evan Fournier at the line, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Ball no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Mason Plumlee. That's his 2nd personal, 3rd team foul. Mitchell Robinson at the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
The one challenge Mitchell Robinson has had through the early portion of his career is a little bit of foul trouble. Nice to see him get to the line for a little bit of payback. One thing we know about him, he's got to stay on the floor to be effective.
It's Bridges on the wing. Laces one from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.